Hey, what's going on everyone? This is G and I'm Phunken hungry. In this video, we're going to try Smith's limited edition. This is the Sizzling steak and onion. This is a limited edition Smith's. So Smith's is an Australian chip brand. It tends to be crinkle cut chips. So obviously this is sizzling steak and onion, but I'll leave the nutritional information on screen for you if you're interested in taking a look. Also, I'll leave the ingredients if you want to pause and go through that. But like always, we'll go through the basic ingredients. So these are gluten-free, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. Potato, 60%. So it's a potato chip. It has not that much in it so far, besides some oils and some natural flavors and some flavor enhancer. 621, our good old arch nemesis is back. 621. It's got yeast extract, carob powder, onion powder, natural color, paprika extract, and of course it has rosemary extracts. Apparently you can't have a chip without rosemary extract. So the only thing that's really going to give it a meaty steak flavor is the flavor enhancer. Carob is kind of going to give it a bit of, I guess, sweetness, a bit of natural sort of flavors, and obviously onion powder. These chips never deliver to me. Like sizzling steak, like, oh, sizzle my grandmother, that sounds delicious. And onion, a lot of chips do have onion in it, but yeah. Anyway, let's bust these open and try and get excited to eat what's probably going to be very trashy Smith's chips. Now, I do love Smith's chips. I love my, salt and vinegar, cheese and onion, barbecue, all the classics. Let's bust these open, and I'll give these ones a bit of a Phunken hungry sniff whiff. Alright, let's give it a bit of a sniff. So I can smell a little bit of spices coming off it, a little bit of sweetness, but yeah, really it's just going to be carob powder, onion powder, paprika extract, rosemary extract. Anyway, this is what they look like. Basically, your stock standard crinkle cut chips. There are some lovely big chips in this, I have to say, so shout out to Smith's. There is some really nicely big cut potato chips in here, which is very good. I just wish they were a flavour that I was more excited about. But anyway, let's give them a try. Smith's sizzling steak and onion flavoured chips. Cheers. On what planet is that sizzling steak and onion? Like, it does have a very sort of earthy, natural sort of flavour, so I know that's trying to imitate steak. But yeah, this one's going to be hard to finish. This one is going to be, like with a dip, this would be okay. Like if I had, nice little dip, it'd be okay, because still tastes potato. Those spices aren't really doing that much for me, and funny enough, it doesn't really have a huge onion flavour. Oh. It's like, I'm getting a little bit of sweetness. I'm getting a little bit of earthy flavour. It just tastes like, I don't know. It just tastes like a dirty ass. Sorry, Smiths. I love you. I love, was it? I think Smiths is a family-owned company. So I don't know. Smith. Oh, grown by Richie. Shout out to Richie. It says on the back that's grown by Richie. Meet our local farmers. So sorry, Richie. They took your beautiful potatoes, and they are beautiful potatoes. Look at these nice big. Obviously, there's going to be some smaller ones when you get to the bottom. But some lovely pieces of potato, and they just, it's like they wiped their ass on it, It's just, these have to be some of the worst chips I've ever had. Like, there's flavour there. And funny enough, the flavour's quite subtle. Like, those flavours don't really jump out at you like, whoa! They're there. But they're not doing much. And even the flavour enhancer, you know, is trying to give me that umami flavour, which it does. But yeah, you know, this needed, I don't know, this needed Jesus to save it. I think that's the only thing that would have saved these. Contains milk and soy. But yeah, that milk and soy isn't doing anything for this soy boy. Needed more paprika. Needed way more onion. At least if it tasted like, you know, fairly like onion, I would have been alright. I like onion. You know, if it was just an onion chip and they're just saying it's a steak and onion, I would have been happy. But what the hell was this? This is like something that, yeah, the devil would have made himself. And even though I've had a few now, so that's how stupid I am. I'm like, because the chips look good, you know, as I say, nice, big, lovely looking piece of potato. And I do like my potato, hence why I'm like this. Hence why I look like, you know, Nelly the elephant or whatever. But yeah, just, I see it, and, you know, even now as I'm explaining it, I'm like, that's a nice looking chip. And then once I put my lips around it, you know, start nibbling on it like Roger the Rabbit, yeah, just instantly again, it's like, oh yeah, these are crap. Like, really crap. Like, really bad. No wonder they're a limited edition. But yeah, anyway, I'll move on. I'll have this one more lovely, delicious potato chip, and I'll give it a rating, and I'll tell you the price. Okay, so luckily for everyone else, this is a limited time item. They have been sitting in my bag of mystery food items to review in the future. Little cupboard, wardrobe, pantry, whatever it is. So yeah, it's been sitting there for a while. So when I was looking up the price before, it says they're out of stock. So yeah, in this case, it's lucky for everyone that these are out of stock. Because even my worst enemy, like even Hitler, maybe Hitler I might have given these. My rating for Smith's sizzling steak and onion, I'm going to have to be like really mean on this one. I'm going to give them a 2 out of 10. They're just so bad. Why aren't I giving them a 1 out of 10? Because I feel like there's probably worse stuff out there than this. But for chips, for a lovely potato chip, they're a 2 out of 10. They're not making me want to finish the bag. They're not making me go, oh, grab them again and try and get them down while I'm doing a review. You know, like, just how can you ruin a chip that badly? Who on God's green earth, or whatever you know, Christians say, who ate these and decided to put them in the bag and sell them? Smith's. If you're watching this, if you want a taste tester, hit up Phunken Hungry, because I would have told you these are terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, moving on. So the price of these, they're out of stock from what I saw online, but Smith's are about $4.80. Now, they are probably up and down depending on what store you get them from. I saw other Smith's for $4.80, so I'll go by that price. So my price rating for these, now $4.80 is an alright price for a bag of chips, I guess. You know, like, it is a pretty big bag. Obviously, it's a bit overpriced, but, you know, like, most of the time, if you can, get these when they're on special. So, you know, you can get Smith's quite a lot for about $2.50 or something, like, when they're on special. Sometimes they do, like, you know, buy 2 and get them cheaper, or, you know, buy 1 and get them cheaper, or buy 1 for full price. Anyway, we're going to go by the $4.80. So my price rating, I'll give them a 6 out of 10 for price. But let me know if you've tried Smith's sizzling steak and onions, and let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you disagree, tell me why. Tell me why you like these. So they don't have the steak, it doesn't have the onions, it just tastes like, you know, licking a dirty sewer pipe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you could please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. This is G from Phunken Hungry, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Those are so bad.